Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Nioh. Before I begin my preparations for landfall, I leaf once more through that curious book I had chanced upon. Recorded inside are the memoirs of a sailor who had once paid visit to the land of Zipangu. Now, I'm assuming Japan is Zipangu, or Zipangu might be a totally different place, but I'm assuming it's the same place. Precisely how this document wound up in the hold of this ship when its author clearly belonged to the crew of a different boat is beyond me. But here I am, poring over its pages all the same, and not for the first time this voyage, I may add. What fascinated me above all else were the memoirs, many accounts of Zipangu's diverse armor and weaponry. It's our opportunity to pick our main weapon. I think I might actually go with just the katana as our main weapon. So that gives us a +1 to heart. A single-handed sword, primarily a slashing weapon with a wide attack range. It can also be used for thrusts and has a long reach. This is a well-balanced weapon that's easy to use. Here we go with the sword. I think I'm going to pick the axe as our second weapon. The sailor from the memoir seems to have spent quite some time in Zipangu and succeeded in keeping the company of samurai. He writes in detail of establishments in Zipangu called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instruction in the martial disciplines. Just reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I'm there in the flesh, watching these warriors as they train. Samurai is master of many armaments and trains for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I were to use another weapon, which one would I choose? The axe is going to give us +1 stamina. A weapon with a thick, heavy blade at one end. Its weight makes it a slow weapon to swing, but also gives it considerable power. Enemies find its attacks difficult to deflect. The memoir also asserts that the samurai are knowledgeable in the martial arts. First, they know which fighting stance to use in each situation, high, mid, or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves for their next strike by focusing their ki, or inner energy. Third, once their ki is readied, the samurai can use purification techniques to rid their surroundings of malevolence. I know not how to explain it, but I feel as though I have some innate ability to grasp all these concepts and have experimented many times with each technique. The memoir states Zipangu is home to 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine. But as I cast my gaze to the shore, I am struck by the sensation that some mystical power has been keeping watch over me. It is an energy that reminds me of Seors. And I apologize, guys. I imagine I'm going to mispronounce a lot of words in this. I pull out the memoir once more and survey each page until I arrive at the guardian spirit that best matches the force I am sensing. Ceres, I guess, might be the guardian spirit that we lost in the introductory sequence. We've got Kato, gives us strength +1. A wolf and guardian spirit of the fire elemental. Strengthens the attacking power of those in its protection. I might go with Kato. Get Isanade, or Isanade, not sure how to pronounce that. Spirit +1. A shark and guardian spirit of the water elemental amplifies the abilities of those in its protection to sense enemies. And Daibawashi, skill +1. A hawk and guardian spirit of the wind elemental increases the evasive abilities of those in its protection. I think I'm going to roll with Kato, since we're going to be using the axe a lot, and that gives us +1 strength. Also allow us to use heavier armor if we have a higher strength, I believe. And that's it. I am going to skip the dojo tutorial mission, because I'm not a first player. I've actually already done it. So we're just going to jump right in. The dinghies have been readied for us to make landfall. For all I have read on this country, nothing could truly prepare me for what now lies ahead. I put the memoir down and leave my cabin. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in Kyushu's Bungo province. There is little in the way of usable land, with coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountains. Clinging to its edge is the smallest of fishing villages, its residents eking out subsistence farming on plots carved from the hills. The frugal lives stand in stark contrast to the village elder, whose opulent mansion perches atop the island's tallest peak, strangely oversized for the small island which it overlooks. So the village elder might have been into some nefarious dealings. April 1600, Isuki. Here we are. Let's take a look at this corpse. So we get a sense of how the story is going to be told in this game. It's less like Dark Souls where you read the items to get lore. It's more about these memories that I guess are stored in the Amrita. Skill points obtained. Open the status menu via the touchpad to learn new skills. First of all, we're going to equip our Uji Katana that we just picked up. Beat attack break plus 6.8%. I'm not going to be reading out those. I like that they're spoken in Japanese. So if you guys want to read it, I would suggest watching. If you want to know what it says. Or you can learn Japanese. Unless you guys really want me to read them. If there's like some overwhelming urge for me to read them in the comments section, just let me know and I can read those out. I prefer the Japanese though. So there's a small spirit stone. Let's take a look at what that is. Fragment of high density Amrita that glows with a faint golden light as though it contains a firefly. That's cool. So that gives us some Amrita, and that's what we're going to be using to level. And these are the shrines that are similar to bonfires in Dark Souls. As you can see, we got topped off with 3 healing potions, which I'll probably call them that a lot. It's kind of a general healing item. It's going to cost us 250 Amrita for our next level. We only have 200. So what we can do is use that Amrita that we found in the Spirit Stone. Elixirs are the thing that restore health for us. Said to be made by Kodama tree spirits from nuts and seeds, but the truth is unknown. It only affects those with spiritual strength. Connoisseurs savor its unusual bitter flavor. Nuts and seeds. Interesting. Let's use this. Grab our first level. I think I'm also going to try out magic with this character because it's not something I'm messing around with on stream. Let's level up. And body is, so let's say here, affects life and resistance to poison and paralysis. So that's good for spears and it gives us a lot of health. Heart affects ki and affects swords and bows mainly. That might be a good option for us. We have some additional stamina and damage with our katana. Stamina affects life and how much weight you can carry. Mainly affects cannons, which we haven't picked up yet. But I am planning on wearing heavier armor, so maybe later on. Strength, amount required to activate the special effects of heavier weapons and armor. Mainly affected axe. So I'm thinking strength or heart is the way to go at first. That also gives us +5 to our ki pulse, which we'll learn a bit more about when I actually Show you guys how it works if you're familiar with it. This +1 to samurai skill points as well. Skill, the amount required to activate the special effects of more technical weapons and armor. Also will increase the damage with our katana. Actually, both weapons. I don't actually, when I talk, I don't have a weapon equipped on the other hand. Key pulse goes up to, by more, in fact, we get that samurai skill point. And we get a ninjutsu power increase. So what does that say? Influences the effectiveness of your ninjutsu. These are like skills, basically, you can get. So there's magic, there's skills which are more like practical skills, like crafting things and using like some abilities. Then there's magic stuff, which is, you know, magic. Samurai skill points. Samurai skill points are like moves you can do with your weapons and some other things, other perks. So skills looking not bad either. It's kind of a general thing to pick up. Dexterity determines the effect and capacity of your ninjutsu. So that's like all ninjutsu, and also our equipment weight rate. So basically that is, so the ratio of your equipment in terms of weight determines your agility. Basically what that means is like how much you can equip and still be able to move around fairly freely, if I understand correctly. And then this is the maximum amount of equipment that you can wear comfortably. So you can see that your ki consumption will rise dramatically. So if you exceed this max weight, you're going to drain stamina a lot faster. This is more like how you can move around, I believe, which is what your agility stat is, given your encumbrance. So actually that's not being affected at all by dexterity. It's mainly just the ninjutsu stuff. So I'm probably going to more likely to level up magic before dexterity. Also gives us a bonus damage against the Yokai realm, which is the demons that we're going to be fighting against. And I don't know, spirit. This increases our bond with our spirit animal. This is also, I could play around with that instead of magic. I'll think about it as we move forward. For now, I feel like we'll probably up our strength. Let's go with strength. I'm sure I'm not going to be, you know, leveling up optimally, guys. I'm still learning the game, so feel free to suggest things if you'd like. Make offerings. This allows us to sell stuff. Boons, claim DLC items. I'm not going to claim any of the DLC stuff. I did it on stream, and I kept I was so wanting to use them, and they're too strong initially. We can also change our guardian spirit, but we only have Kato right now. And as you can see, as our spirit increases, we get more bonuses from our spirit animal. So when we get to 6 on spirit, we get a key of +10. And so on and so forth. Let's take a look at our skills, too. And this mission is called the Isle of Demons. We need to investigate the mysteries of deserted fishing village. Their status, titles. We'll get there when we actually get one. And learn skills. So we have 4 samurai skill points to use. I think I might level up the sword at first. Here's an option here. So we start out with Purify Yokai Realm. We activate a key pulse, and I'll show you what a key pulse is. See that? See my stamina bar going down every time I attack? There's a red area. Then when I'm done attacking, a white area fills the red area. When I activate a key pulse, it will raise my key up to the level of where that white bar is. So I hit it right away. I get a bit of stamina back, or key. If I wait for the white bar to fill up, I get all that stamina back. So if I activate a key pulse inside of the Yokai realm, and you'll see these these circles of cloudy, gray darkness. That's the Yokai realm. It actually, and it's a maxed out key pulse. It gets rid of that Yokai realm. And when you're in the Yokai realm, you take your key. The amount of key you get back is greatly reduced. So you want to get rid of those as quickly as possible. And you just start with that. So I can grapple with an enemy who's out of key, then follow up with a powerful attack. I think that's a pretty good general skill to take. So I'm going to take that. And Change another stance. Successful key pulse increases the amount of key. I'm not going to do that yet. Maybe later. Quick draw. EI. Pronounced EI. Gathers power while keeping your sword in its scabbard for a quick draw. Rapid strike. Can only be used when your weapon is sheathed. That's cool. So an initial attack, you could do like a special attack. L1 and O. Interesting. I'm probably going to be using the mid stance. Disperse ki from your sword to stun surrounding enemies. That's neat. That's square plus R2. So that's from a guarding position. And I am going to be doing a lot of guarding, so I'm going to take skills related to that. While living weapon is active, hold R2 to quickly slash at surrounding enemies. Pull up a combo with a slash while stepping back. That's pretty cool. R2 at the end of a combo. I'm going to take that. So I get an attack and step back. So I could go in, do a combo, and then step back. Without actually having to use extra ki. Let's grab a mid-stance only. Activates when you recover full ki from a ki pulse. Raises the damage caused by your next attack. What else is there in mid-stance? Parries and I want to get that. I need 2 though. This low stance. Let's grab this. So, just talk about stances since we didn't really do the tutorial. You can switch from high stance, which is more about damage, to mid stance, which is like average damage, better for blocking, and also a little bit better for dodging. And then low stance is low damage and it uses up very little ki, so you can see you attack a lot. Whereas when I'm in high stance, uses a lot of ki, but does more damage per strike. And then mid stance is kind of somewhere in between. So when you're low ki, you might want to switch to low stance, so you can still attack a bit and recover stamina faster. Okay, it's time to move on through the level. We've talked enough about some of the mechanics. And you'll see that this is a bit of a tutorial area too. It tells you the controls, I guess, in case you did decide to skip. Oh, see, there's our attack to finish off the combo. I got a key pulse in there. I didn't get one in the first try. Grabbing some foot soldier armor. We definitely need some armor. As you can see, I took quite a bit of damage from that guy's attack. I'll look a bit silly initially, just kind of using whatever armor I can find. Moon hangs over us. This is a grave, so someone died here. Suki the Brick. And if we want to, we can actually fight the ghost of this player or that warrior. Wow, that takes off a lot of ki. Damn. Definitely want to dodge that axe. Nice. Definitely want to dodge that axe and not block it. Good to know. Got some foot soldier armor, arm guards. Gonna top myself up. There goes all of our healing for now. Seem to be dead villagers everywhere here. Some of them with memories, some of them without. Stone. So here's a chance to show you how the stones work. Use that to aggro this guy. He doesn't fight us. But he fights us alone. And I sliced his head and arm off. Poor guy. So it looks like there's bandits or something in this city. And we are collecting money. I'm not really sure what the money's for yet. I believe you can craft items. It's probably used for that, amongst other things. But we're gonna learn about that together. There we go. I believe we have, I think we just need the pants, right? Yeah, we're still using the old pants. I almost have a full set of armor. This chest has been pillaged. Possibly by those bandits. Okay, this guy. I'm gonna be dodging. There goes the stamina. Beautiful. Like, nice little crit attack. Here's a little buddy for our shrine. Like how he ducks down to avoid being attacked. Kodama. Cute little buddies. So those are our friends, and they'll give us little buffs we can activate at the shrine. Kind of cleared out this little area, so I feel like maybe some out of healing items. I want to run back and activate that Kodama, see what they're like. They could do for us. We have 2 right now, I believe. Maybe just the one. The ability to receive Kodama Blessing has been unlocked. So we just have the Warrior Blessing. I guess that other Kodama is just like your basic one that allows us to save and respawn there. Increases armor drop rate by 1%. And we have to spend 100 gold, I believe, to get this Kodama, and that's what we've been picking up, so let's do that. So it's just a way to increase your drop rate for different things. Oracle is for Amrita, Swordsman is for weapons, Healer is for elixirs, and then Hunter is for materials for blacksmithing and crafting. Okay, actually, can I level again? It's probably pretty cheap to level early on. I can, okay. I'm thinking probably spears. Leveled up strength before. Maybe we should go heart this time. Some additional key. Okay. We're gonna head this way in a bit. I'll show you where that connects to. A bit of a shortcut. Gonna fight all these guys again, but that's fine. There goes his head. Lots of head cutting, lots of limb cutting in this. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay, we can just avoid these guys on the right, I believe. Yes. Beautiful. Who's this guy? Checking out the corpse. Probably pillaging that corpse. That bonus attack at the end actually does cost quite a bit of ki, I've been noticing. So I find that I've spent... Black Steel Axe, perfect. That's what we want. I find I spend a lot of time looking at the ki meter, but I believe as I get more experienced, I won't have to look at it so much because I'll just get an idea for how much ki I'm going to get back and how much it'll take for a full pulse. As you can see, the axe does a lot more damage. Let's try that out for a bit. And if you look in the top left, our spirit animal is actually fully active. And we can activate it anytime we want to. I think there will be an opportunity to do that coming up. Talking about his son, how to use weapons. I must have missed that on the way up. Lots of cool little, like main story elements, but also just personal stories. Signpost talisman. Places a signpost where you are and your compass, and on your compass that indicates which way you need to go. Imbued with the power of Jizu Bosatsu, who protects children from an early death. It is designed to keep people on the right path. I haven't had to use this yet, but I should keep that in mind. Also, we got sacred water. Water that has flowed through the inner sanctum of a shrine. It speeds up ki recovery for a short period of time. This water has been used in rituals since the days of old. It is imbibed before making vows to the gods. I'm going to equip this as a shortcut. We're definitely going to use that often. Definitely screams in the background. More dead villagers. And I don't think you can get into these doors that are blocked off. Boarded off. It's a Pangu, nice. Oh shoot! Oh man, I didn't see that coming. Not bad. Oh, there goes his head again. Not bad, not bad. Pretty fast. I got that swing in before his. And a spear. Soldier's armor. Looks to be worse than what we have. But we did get the pants for the set, so it's completed. Notice that we're covered with blood now. Oh, I think that's what we picked up there, actually. Okay. We have to take... Probably have to take on both these guys at once, but let's just try. Yeah, that's what I thought. Huge ki pulse there. Try blocking. Oh wow, brutal death. Brutal death. What is that sound? Is that like a crying infant? Sounds like it's coming from inside of that house. Bet I can't get in there. I thought there was, might be a way to get on top of the huts that we saw down below. There's some items there. Maybe not, though. I'm not going to be able to collect everything, so do my best, but I'm sure I'm going to miss some stuff. This looks like it'll lead to something. Ah, okay. Whoa! Okay, that's an axe guy. Show him how to use this axe. Clearly does not know the strength of the key pulse. Or maybe they actually can't. There's something in a shack in the woods. All I can hear are wolves. Wolves. Children screaming. Oh, this guy's... We get an arrow. So there are ranged weapons in this. Tsukumo protects his lordship, so I think they're talking about a living animal, or a living weapon, I should say. Spirit animal. Just gonna heal up. Oh, there's something up there. More than just one thing, it sounds like. Tsukumo again, to the altar. Are they must be talking about these statues. I'm not sure if those are graves or not. There's Spirit Stone, and there's a ladder over there. And this will take us back to the shrine. I'm sorry, I don't want to die. He said it so casually. Oh, I see. That makes sense now. He basically pulled the ladder up, which caused his friend here to die. Nasty. That has a whole different context than the first time I heard it. Where I came over here before I went down the ladder. I don't think I can go over there. And now we're back at the beginning of the level. So we've actually made a loop around and we have a shortcut unlocked. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess level up again. Let's see. I could try leveling up magic. Really doesn't benefit me aside from, I think that's defense against Yokai Realm for now, since we don't really have any Onmyo magic skills, but I'm gonna try it. Let's just see what we can do with that. I believe it's under skills. So here's Onmyo magic. Allows you to prepare 3 Divigorate talismans. Using them reduces enemy attack power. So it's a defensive thing that we can create. It's like a buff. Allows you to ready 2 fire talismans. This magical item summons fire to develop your weapon. You can add fire damage to our weapon. That's cool. 2 water talismans. I'm seeing a lot of fire rounds, so I'm thinking maybe water talismans would be a good idea. Or lightning. Wind. This is earth. You have to clear a certain mission to use that one. What's this? Oh, versus the Yokai realm. I'm assuming that's damage. Maybe it's defense. 2 Oasis Talismans. Using them will allow allies in range to gradually recover health. So if you're playing co-op. Raises your resistance to poison and paralysis. Prepare 2 Divination Talismans. Using them strengthens your compass and increases your detection capabilities. It's fine for finding items. 3 Guardian Spirit Talismans. Using them conjures forth a Guardian Spirit to attack your foes. That's neat. And increases Omeo magic capacity by 4. I'm gonna grab one of the weapon buffs. Probably water, just because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of fire enemies in this. And let's just see how we can use that. I believe we prepare here. Ready Jutsu. There it is. Allows you to ready 2 water talismans. It's magical items. Yeah, I already read that. We have 5 capacity. It costs us 3. I assume that's what that means. Oh, okay. I can assign shortcuts. So let's unready skill. No, that's fine. Set a shortcut. I'm gonna put it on the other shortcut bar. I'm gonna have more like offensive stuff on the second shortcut bar. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this episode here. Kind of introductory episode, just showing you some of the stats in the game, how to level up, and things like that. On the next episode, we're definitely gonna get into some heavy combat, and I'm really looking forward to showing off my skills or lack thereof. Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.